Hi, I'm Phillips with Showcase Shower Door. As you could probably imagine, we do a lot of layouts for shower enclosures. And when doing these kinds of measurements, accuracy is super important. I mean, once the glass is made and tempered and you have it on site, there's very little you can do to make any changes. So it's really important that the measurements get done right the first time. And one tool that I found that's been helpful with that is just using these Plumb level finder gauges. C.R. Lawrence makes a kit of these. They're called the PLF1. And basically what it is it's a series of kind of hard rubber shims that are precisely the thickness of various sizes, basically a 3/8, a quarter, 3/16, 1/8, and 1/16. And there's no 5/16 inch one, but you can just take a 1/16 and a quarter, you put them together, and then you've got your 5/16. So they're based on the same premise as a mechanic's feeler gauge. Just thin pieces of metal that are various gauges that you could, slide in and check the gap sizes of things. Works great when you're doing a layout because you can find exactly the amount of plumb or level, the distance that you're out, so that you can make those compensations and cutting the glass out of square. The one problem about these things is, as you can see, they're kind of awkward. They come actually on a chain. So like a key ring sort of a thing, and when you're trying to use them, it kind of takes both hands to manipulate these, and then you've got your level, and you've got this in one hand, you got this in the other hand, and you're just kind of trying to figure out how to get the right distance to check it with your level. So I was looking for something a little better, a little easier to use, and this is what I found. It's called the Graduator. And it's actually just a one-piece of polycarbonate plastic that is graduated at different levels. So it goes from 3/8, 5/16, 1/4, 3/16, 1/8, and then down to a 16th. So the great thing about this is that when you're using it, you put your level up against your surface and you can just slide the Graduator in at different levels, and it tells you instantly, just by reading the bubble, okay, this is exactly 1/4 out, or this is exactly 3/16 out. Now, CRL's Plumb level binder gauges are about $15, more than $15 wholesale. So to buy in retail, you could probably expect to pay, 25, 50, 100% more than that. The Graduator solution actually comes 2 to a pack for less than $10. And it is a great tool. As you can see, you can just use it with one hand. You don't have to worry about losing one of the parts or something like that. It's very durable, very rugged, so you can just throw it in your toolbox, your bucket, whatever it is, your back pocket. And they're pretty inexpensive. So even if you wanted to buy a couple pairs of them, you could have, one in your toolbox, one in your bucket, one in your glove box of your truck. I have bunches of them all over the place, and I use them all the time. They're also great for using just as a regular shim. You can use it as a finder gauge to find the different gaps. If you want to match a gap in a piece of glass, make sure that something's evenly spaced or whatever. But anyway, highly recommend it. The Graduator. All right, hey, thanks for listening.